Hey, welcome to another edition of Sit Down at Uptown, man. It's Sit Down at Uptown. We chop it up with the comedians who come through, rock Uptown Comedy Corner, hang out, whatever it may be, man. And tonight, man, got a long-time friend. Guy I've been seeing him around these town, man, for quite a while, man. My man, Jackthriller, is in the building. What's up, brother?
Man, I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for inviting me, Angelo.
Oh, man, happy to have you, brother.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. I watch the show all the time. I love the Corey Holcomb episode, the T.K. Kirkland, the Ali Sadiq.
Oh yeah.
You made me proud, man.
Well, I appreciate you, bro.
I be lying, telling everybody, man, I told him everything you know. Everything you know.
Everything you know.
Yeah, that's my little brother right there, man.
I love it.
Even though he was born before me, that's my little brother, baby.
So Jack, man, you know, again, I've known each other for a long time, man, and seeing you throughout these days, man, it's great to have you here. And we always like to take trips backwards. You know what I mean? We always like to take, go blast from the past, man. We do this show. You know what I mean? So Jack, let's learn a little bit more about where you're originally from. You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit about childhood, man. Tell us about the young fella.
All right, the young Jack.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was born in Albany, Georgia.
Okay.
Raised in Decatur, Georgia. Let me see, man. I was born on a farm.
Really?
Yeah. Hogs, chicken, and cows and stuff. Y'all know Albany, man. Homer Ray Charles, Patti LaBelle, Field Mob. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Carter. Yeah. So I left there when I was about maybe, I want to say, 7 years old or something like that.
Okay.
And I was always a precocious young man, very mischievous, that I just found out. That you know how you make up in your mind that you a certain way, but then, I had just reconnected with some cousins of mine that was, just all collectively told me how bad I was and whatnot. I had kind of, compartmentalized and made myself remember myself just watching TV all the time. But they were saying that I was watching TV and doing stuff that I had seen on TV a lot, from, building ramps and running up and jumping off the roof.
Right.
With an umbrella.
Not the umbrella.
With an umbrella.
With your Mary Poppins.
Oh, yeah. Yes. About the Mary died.
Mary died.
Yeah, plenty of times. I've been knocked out so many times in my childhood trying to do Evel Knievel type stuff.
Wow.
Bugs Bunny almost got me killed one time. It was this episode where he had to put a straw in his mouth and then went underwater.
Yeah.
My straw wasn't long enough. I had to went into 6 feet at the YMCA at the pool. And it was the first time somebody ever saved my life. and once again, this is a story I have forgotten because it was so stupid as a little boy. When I tell you, everybody in my family rode me so hard about it.
Wow.
I had compartmentalized and put it all the way back.
Right.
Till my cousin, she reminded me of this about 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah. And at the time, I had to be about 5 or 6. And man, Bugs Bunny almost got me killed. Yeah.
There was a straw, at least one of the little hoop straws, man. Do you have a straight straw, did you, bro?
It was a straight straw with the red lines going down. It was white with the red, and it was just this long. And the top of the pool was about 2 of my arms going up, and I'm on the bottom right here now. I'm on the bottom right here now, dying, reaching up, trying to get somebody to save me until you see your hand go down like, oh shit.
This didn't work.
It didn't work. Next thing I woke up, I was laying down, and this lady was pumping water out my stomach.
Wow.
Yeah, like, how did I get here? What the
Wow.
Oh, boy, I'm alive. Okay.
Right.
That's positive.
That's positive.
And but this back in the day, too, where even when somebody saved your life, you still get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
You get saved to get your ass whooped. And you be like, damn, I should have died. I should have fucking died.
It'd have been less painful.
It'd have been less painful, man. Yeah, dying couldn't be worse than his ass whooping right now.
Oh, man.
And we got to keep in mind, I'm from the country, too, so it's extension cord ass whoopings.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's a water hose ass whoopings and stuff. And,
Whatever's close by.
Oh, yeah, man. people used to bring their kids to my granddaddy's house for him to whoop them.
Are you serious?
He was the
He was a
overseer.
town whooper?
Yeah. Old slave granddaddy. Oh, yes. He was Chicken George out there.
Cat dog, not
The
Chicken George.
Fiddler.
The fiddler.
Fiddler, yes.
That's interesting. So this town you was in, how long? You say you stayed there for how long?
Until I was like 7.
You're like 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so where'd you move to from there? That's New Decatur or what?
As a matter of fact, I made another stop.
Okay.
So I made a stop into Decatur, Alabama. Yes, that's where my dad is from.
Okay.
And he lived. That's where he's from, Decatur, Alabama. Well, he lived in Huntsville, so I spent a couple of years in Huntsville too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I ended up in Decatur, Georgia, because my mom and my daddy got back together about around when I was like, I want to say about 5 or something. I'm sorry, when I was 8.
Okay.
After we moved there, and my dad only got us. He wanted to take care of us to get my mama back. He got her. They couldn't get along. It was a little domestic in there.
Okay.
We had to end up going into a battered women's shelter for a minute. One thing I remember about this battered women's shelter, it was let me see. It was a lot of families that stayed there, and it gave you a much more of a bigger respect for women. And you know what I'm saying, at a young age and stuff, and what they were going through, and just trying to really figure out how to treat a woman. That's why I learned how to do that. Okay. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions about me is that I'm a womanizer. That's not true.
Okay.
If anybody, that's not true as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I love women. But after that, my mom remarried.
Okay.
And this guy had my stepdad, he had a gospel play called A Will to Survive. And the first time that I ever got a chance to act was inside of this play. And I went to a performing arts camp in Montgomery, Alabama, at the age of maybe 11, and there was a lady that played on The Heat of the Night. She was like the deputy on there or something like that. It was her camp at Montgomery, Alabama, and whatnot. And I went there and I just learned so much, you know what I'm saying, in about like a 3-week span over the summer. And I knew that's what I wanted to do, was be an entertainer. But I never was really good at school. So when we moved to, Decatur, Georgia, you know what I'm saying, I think I'm in the 7th grade then. Okay. And, because I was always back and forth from Atlanta throughout my whole life, because, the majority of my family stayed in Georgia, period. Okay. It was, I was happy to be here. Atlanta is Atlanta. Went to Miller Grove, Rita Ann High School. Okay. I dropped out. I went in 96 to high school, came out in 96. It was action and cut. Fought a lot. If any bullies wanted it, they could get it. I was that guy.
You was that guy.
Man, you ever seen Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future or Teen Wolf?
Yeah.
Who you calling chicken? Who you calling yellow? If you wanted to fight, it don't matter how big they was. I was always stupid enough to fight everybody.
Really?
Oh yeah, dumb enough. I just couldn't. I couldn't be bullied.
Right.
I couldn't do it. Win, lose, or draw.
Win, lose, or draw. You got it.
It make you a certain type of way too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you learn how to joan. And get people up off you as much as you can and stuff like that. But yeah, like when I dropped out, I was trying to just figure out what I wanted to do with my life and how I was going to do it. Okay. And then I would listen to the Ryan Cameron Morning Show. So I think at this particular time I'm 14, and I'm on a chat line, And you remember the chat line?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's a party line. It's like being on the internet for those who don't understand.
True story.
But except it's on the phone.
Right.
So this is how we would meet girls and stuff. And, you know, you get, you instead of Instagram, you get on the phone and it's a whole bunch of people on the party line and whatnot. And you're talking to a girl that sound like she fine. Get her to mail you a picture. It might take about a week for you to get it. But by that time, you didn't been, you know, talk to her to the point where you like her a little bit more than you think you should. You go visit her on the MARTA bus, get her to meet you in the underground or something like that. And man, I done met a midget before. Man, I've met young crackheads.
Young crackheads.
There's young cracky looking women. Grown women. Man, I was trying to have sex with everybody that was down to have sex at 14 years old. Man, caught some STDs, lost some STDs. You know, when I tell you, the first time I ever caught crabs, well, I almost cut my whole dick off. That's how bad that shit hurt. It was lobsters and crabs. All that everywhere. Oh, yeah. It was a shrimper's feast for the seafood lover in you on me. Yeah, that's what a chat line would do to you kids. Yeah. Oh. And you go out and trying to go buy some Blue Star ointment. Everybody know what Blue Star ointment for. When you go into the dollar, what you call it? The drugstore. They know what it is. They know you got crabs. It ain't just because you're walking funny either. You know, you get that Blue Star, you have to steal that. You got to steal Blue Star on it, man. But yeah, that's how. What I would do is, I remember I had got on the chat line one day, and I was looking for girls, and it was this gay dude came in the room. He said, "Hey, my name Honey Bun. I hope your mama died. Bye." And I just bust out laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my life. And then I went into another room, and I'm looking for a girl. The same dude came in and said it again, and I laughed just as hard again.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? If I ever become a comedian, that's what I'm gonna name myself, Honey Bun.
Because I was sure gonna ask the question.
That's how it came, right there off the chat line off a gay dude.
Are you serious?
And the reason why I knew that I was gonna name myself Honey Bun off of the something like that is because of Cedric the Entertainer's joke, where he talk about, I ain't gonna call no grown-ass man delicious.
Delicious, yeah.
So instead of calling myself delicious, because you could, obviously that's from his joke, I was like, I got to find something like that to make people just as uncomfortable, but memorable at the same time. Win, lose, or draw on stage, that people will remember me.
Interesting.
So now I'm listening to Ryan Cameron Morning Show.
Okay. And
I'm calling in there, then I'm doing my imitation of this dude that I heard on the chat line. And it's popular. It becomes a thing. And Ryan finally, he invites me to come up to the radio station to do the morning show with him.
Really?
Yes. And then I get there, is Rashawn there and Griff. Oh yeah. And I get there, they disappointed because they found out I wasn't gay. Yeah, but and so I would do the character when it was time to go up,
right?
And then Ryan would tell me like, "Yo, you should be a comedian," and and so on and so forth. But I'm like, well, how do you do it? How does that even start? Because I'm like 15 or something like that at the time,
okay,
and whatnot. And then fast forward 2 years later, I'm 17. I'm working at this place called NYSP. It's a AmeriCorps. I'm sorry, okay. AmeriCorps. Okay. And they would send me and a team to different elementary schools to teach kids how to read. And mind you, they don't know I didn't graduate, and I got a GED, but they gave me this job and got a stipend to go to college and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting this job. And one of the girls on my team, she worked at the Phillips Arena. And guess who coming to the Phillips Arena? The Kings of Comedy.
Oh wow.
She got me tickets to the Kings of Comedy. I went, and guess who's opening up?
Ryan Cameron.
And when I seen him rip that place, and I'm talking about the whole place was shaking, I was like, this was what I want to do.
Wow.
The next week, I came back the next night to see the show again and whatnot. I actually snuck back in and saw it again. The next week, I'm at Chris Tucker's Comedy Club. and whatnot, and I'm opening up for the Keys and Steve Brown.
Wow.
Yeah, I asked them could I guest spot, and they let me guest spot.
Okay.
And that's how I became a comedian right then and there.
Wow.
At 17 years old.
17 years old.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So just to transition, you went Albany, Alabama, Decatur, Alabama to Decatur, Georgia.
Yeah, right.
So now from Decatur, Alabama to Decatur, Georgia, how was that actual transition for you though?
Safer.
Really?
Alabama is, people don't understand how wild Alabama is. Now, I went to some high risk middle schools and elementary schools, man. They were really, really bad. I probably went to about maybe, I want to say at least 4. We moved a lot.
Okay.
I went to like 4 or 5 elementary schools and 3 middle schools.
Wow.
And so, I ended off, I guess it was just more city out here. And it was just more inspiring in Atlanta because of the music, a Freaknik and all that. I'm 12 years old going to Freaknik.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? You getting on the 86 Lithonia, going to Indian Creek, getting on the train. And it's just too much for a boy with hormones and, just wild. Like I said before, it was easy to catch an STD.
Yeah.
Oh, I stayed getting burnt. I was getting burnt for like the first, from 12 all the way up to probably 18. I had stopped
Lord,
getting burnt.
You ain't learned nothing from
I ain't learned nothing, man. And I thought I had AIDS every time. Every time something went wrong. And it was one time I met this girl in Georgia State. And she went there too. And she lived in Athens. And she told me, she asked me to I still stayed with my mama too at the time too. And I think I was 15. She probably was like 17, 18 or something like that. But yeah, she'd go home on the weekends to Athens and she asked me to come with her. I ain't told my mama nothing. I just got in the car with her one weekend and went to Athens. And man, this is the first time I ever ate a girl out. And man, she had a yeast infection, had me coughing up honey buns and biscuits, boy. Turned my whole mouth white, lips, all of that. I got back, the doctor thought I had AIDS, man. He didn't know what it was. He didn't know what he said. Are you homosexual? And I was like, no. Well, he said, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And man, when I had sweated my whole mattress. The whole mattress was wet. And this was a thick mattress, man. That's how much I was sweating. But that girl put something on me, bro. From Athens.
Did you ever talk to her again?
Never. She almost killed me. Man, it took my mouth and my tongue.
My goodness,
man. I want to say after they gave me them antibiotics, because they figured out it was a yeast infection.
Okay.
They figured it was a yeast infection. They finally, they tested my mouth and found out it was a yeast infection. It took me like 3 weeks to get the color back in my mouth and my tongue back the right color. It was like, yeah, man, it was bad. It was bad.
So, oh, man. So, you went to high school, but you say you didn't stay very long.
I didn't stay long. I might have. I think they tried to make me do the 10th grade, the 9th grade over again. Okay. And I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Can't do it.
I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I didn't want to have flunk on my record. So I was like, you know what? This cool right here. I'm good. I'm good in 9th grade. Yeah, I figured the rest on out. I just couldn't be. I didn't want to be in the class with my brother. So what? I had a brother that was just like 11 months younger than me.
Okay.
So he was coming to the 9th grade.
Okay.
And my pride
wouldn't let you do it.
It wouldn't let me do it, man.
So what your mama say about that though? About you dropping out?
It was her idea.
Really?
Yeah, it was her idea when she found out I was flunking, and she found out that even the principal was saying that he didn't think it would be healthy for me to continue being in school between the bullies and flunking and whatnot. He was like, yeah, go on.
The principal said
he did. Yep. Mr. McGrady. His name is Mr. McGrady. And to this day, he tells kids that I was a thug. Because you know when you turn into somebody, yeah, I remember him, he was a thug.
Right.
Just because you was fighting every day. I was getting bullied, but I was a thug in their eyes. They sent me the Scared Straight and everything.
Is that right?
Yep, to the Eddie Long Church. I went to Newburgh Baptist Church for a Scared Straight program. I was the only kid in the Scared Straight program that was just there for fighting. Everybody else were robbing houses and all kinds of just real crimes.
Okay.
That are real crimes. Like, I didn't belong.
Real street crimes.
Yeah, real street crimes.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I didn't need to be Scared Straight.
You just fighting.
I was just fighting. Niggas that wanted to fight me.
Right.
I wasn't picking fights.
Okay.
These were niggas that wanted to fight me.
Right.
Yeah. And so I don't even understand why I was with these niggas. These niggas is real criminals.
Gotcha.
So they took us to Alto Prison.
Mm.
Yeah, do you remember Alto Prison?
Yeah.
Oh, man. When I tell you we pulled up, it's maximum security prison.
Oh, yeah.
It's closed now.
Yeah.
But we went to Alto Prison. We go in there and they line us all up and everything. And I could not stop laughing because there was so many sissies in there. There was like cock diesel and whatnot. And then the things that they would come up to me and say to me in my ears and like what they were going to do, telling me how good they was going to fuck me and all this other stuff. And I could not stop laughing. The other guys, they didn't think it was funny. So I was voted most likely to come back to prison just because I was laughing. But I'm only laughing because of the movies that I've seen and all this other stuff. This is just entertaining.
Hey, man, they had a vote. They had a vote. Who most likely to come back?
Yeah. And I was the only one out of the 10 niggas that never went to prison.
That's
only
crazy.
one.
That's crazy.
They didn't understand that this was turning into material for me later on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that I really genuinely thought that, you know what I'm saying, that somebody had to switch my paperwork and put me on this tour. I wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah, you ever seen that? What's that movie with Kid and Play where he Blade Brown and Duncan Fenner Hughes class act? Yeah. It seemed like it was something like that because I didn't belong on this tour with these niggas. I'm like, these niggas is criminals.
It's a real criminal.
They was real criminals. They used to broken houses.
I just fight bullies.
I just fight bullies. Niggas that wanted to fight me. I went to school every day. I just wasn't passing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I never skipped none of that. Yeah, I didn't want to miss nothing to eat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry.
All right, so we dropped out of school.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you open it up for Steve Brown the Keys.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So now.
Steve Brown had the red dreads at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So now, but how did you meet them? Like, where were you at? Did you start going to clubs? Like, how did you?
Yeah, I just started going to clubs, man. And 559 with Bruce and Shouty them. All that. I was at one club, 112. I had a fake ID that said I was 21 years old. I'm from Harlem, New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. I got it at the Underground.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The Underground was Underground.
The Underground was Underground. Yeah, that's how I would trick older ladies into thinking that I was old enough to get that
STD.
Yeah, to get that STD. I was getting burnt by grown women. I had this one teacher that I had hooked up with that I didn't raw dog to her. I thought she was safe. She was 32 years old. Man, she gave me something that had my dick peeling like a banana and stuff. The skin coming out. I showed my brother my dick. He started laughing. It would look crazy. It looked crazy, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot what that girl gave me. But we went and got rid of it. Though.
You went and got rid of it.
Yeah.
At least you could get rid of it.
We could get rid of it. Yeah. So I had a fake ID. That's how I was going to all the clubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did somebody like teach you a comedy set? Like, how did you start? Like,
no, I watched Def Jam, Comic View, all that stuff, and then was just trial and error. Okay. Going up. Listen, I was a serial bomber at Uptown Comedy Corner. Dog, niggas, they would book me to bomb. That
was a real thing, though.
That was a real thing. Yeah. Baller tell you. All of them, they will book me to bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll give me the wings and fries and drinks, all that. All that honey bun here. Oh, yeah, let's put honey bun up next.
Right.
Yeah, it was, because I had to name all that to go with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was going to bomb good.
Right. So I was going to bomb
I was going to give you a
no regular
shoulder.
bomb.
No. Man, the nigga, I was going to rip my pants off, goddamn scrub the ground, all that. It was going down. It was going down. You never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
You know,
What was your first joke? Do you remember?
I think it was definitely something that bombed.
Okay.
I think it was my dad. I think I said something like, my dad still think we gonna be friends after him and my mama break up. That was the joke, right?
That was a joke.
That was the joke right there. Yeah, it was something I could never put nothing. I had no follow up. I was ready to get booed right after that.
See, I was ready.
I was ready to get booed right after.
Hilarious.
I didn't start structuring it the way I did structure it till I start. Me and Lil Duval hooked up, and at the time that's when he was going by Rolling Pile, and then he was just basically saying, "Hey man, why you don't talk about your eye? You know, nigga can actually see that you cross-eyed and you missing an eye." And whatnot. Start doing that, and then I'm telling you, that's what's gonna break the ice. And as soon as I started doing that, and I think I had said, "Hey, I know y'all wondering what's going on with my eye," and I get a check for this. Everybody busts out laughing. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It was that easy?
Oh, so I'm supposed to talk about me. Okay, the elephant in the room.
Gotcha.
Things that was going on. So I laid into the eye, then laid into being a stripper and all that other stuff, and it just started to come naturally.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk about the eye for a minute.
Yeah.
Like what happened with the eye originally?
Yeah, originally, my mama was smoking while she had me and smoked my eye out. Yeah, she was this is like a weed eye. This regular weed, the 1982, just regular, what they used to call it, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is something you had to deal with for the better part of your life. Then.
Yeah, I was born blind in my left eye.
Okay.
Yep. And it was just faded and, cocked and stuff. Yeah.
So is that why a lot of joning and the fights?
That's why all of it happened.
Okay.
That's why. It took me and my mama a long time to become friends.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. All right, so now back to this comedy journey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so when did you start turning it on to? Was it after the Duval suggestion? Like when did you start?
Definitely.
Okay, I'm really on stage. I can really do this thing.
Yeah, so it was right after the Duval suggestion, and then we had did his he started kind of mentoring me and became like my brother.
Okay,
and you know what I'm saying, I moved in with him. And he took me on the road and just showed me how to be a comic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And at the time, he was at the top of his game. So, we all the music videos and did Century Entertainer, starting to line up, So he was a great mentor.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Ideal.
Yeah.
And as you can see with what he's doing now,
right?
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, he paid for my eye.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember at what point? I know you said you felt like you get into the entertainment, but do you remember at what point when you really realized this is really gonna be me? This is what I'm gonna be doing.
It had to be. I gotta tell you, man. That night at Phillips Arena, watching the Kings of Comedy, that was it.
That was it.
I didn't know how it was gonna happen,
okay.
But I knew this was it. I didn't have any skills. I didn't. I tried to go to school for massage therapy. I wasn't gonna massage no dudes. I went to Georgia Medical Institute to use that little money that they gave me at AmeriCorps to go to school. And so the only way you can get the money, is if you go to school.
Gotcha.
But so I went to go find some kind of class to take to where all I had to pay was about two grand out of the 12 grand they gave me, and I could put the other money in my pocket. So I went to go be a phlebotomist, EKG, and an LPN.
Okay.
Yeah, but once again, after I had got certified and they put me out of my intern, they sent me to an old folks home, and I had to bathe some old ass lady. And I was like, no. Oh no. I quit.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man. And I like, let me go get back on this stage and finish getting booed and figure this out.
So, but getting the booed, all right, being at at the Kings and knowing this is what I want to do. But was there ever a point though when you're actually on stage where you're starting to get the laughs, not the boos? Like, what was there a aha moment? Like, okay, I got it.
Nah, what you got to understand, Angelo, even while getting the boos, some nights is going to be good, some nights is going to be bad.
Okay.
Atlanta, just period. They say if you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. No, nigga.
It's Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
Yeah.
This is and mind you, I've done it in both, so I'm the right one to tell you about this. Yeah, and it didn't take me long in New York at all. I was there for 4 months, and it was up. When I was out here at in Atlanta on them stages, man, on Nord Boo nights, Sunday nights, and Shawty Wednesdays and stuff. Let me see what other wild ass nights it was. This 559, all these different wild ass rooms around town and whatnot. I wasn't scared of them.
Okay.
And so I wasn't afraid to roll the dice and try anything on stage. Okay. And that's what you can't be afraid to get booed because you like through chaos. That's how you learn how to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I never wanted to play it safe on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was trying to find how to become that guy that wasn't hacky. That was once again memorable and put myself on the path to become legendary. That's where I was with that, Angelo. Gotcha. So I wasn't gonna go with no easy set. I was fixing to go with something that just really challenged me and challenged the audience, and it worked out for me.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I didn't do anything conventional or traditional on stage. Okay. I went my way and told my truth, did what I felt was natural to me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, even today, and just playing my hand out and not the one that I wish for. You know what I'm saying? Just going for it. You know what I'm saying? And not letting anything be an excuse to why I don't go for it.
Gotcha.
You dig?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like that.
Right on.
I like that. And I see that's your trajectory. That's how you've been flowing. So that's,
yeah. And Angelo, I never changed.
Yeah.
I'm still the same guy from back then. And people that know me and like, really seeing me coming, they'll tell you that. They'll tell you that. I ain't gonna even front. I got a little bit more civilized. a little bit more civilized, but for the most part, I'm saying my personality and my drive and is just about the same.
Gotcha.
You dig?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
and I was always great too at making relationships.
I believe that.
Relationships. I was
you understood that.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody understand that, but you understood that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. So tell us about how the 50 Cent thing came about.
Okay, so 09, I'm looking for a change. I'm about like 27 years old. I had been trying it a certain kind of way here in Atlanta for a minute now. Nothing's working out. I'm really trying to figure out if I'm gonna move to New York, LA.
Okay.
I'm in acting classes, all that. One day I'm watching TV with my uncle and stuff, and then we see Tavis Smiley on there, and he say he has 50 Cent on there, and 50 Cent said that he was looking for actors, comedians, and because he started a new company called Cheetah Vision and and so on and so forth. So my uncle sitting next to me, he's saying, "Man, you need to go to New York and find 50 Cent." And I was like, "Nigga, what? Go to New York and find 50 Cent?" I don't know nobody in New York. He said, he was like, my brother stay in New York and you can go stay with him. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, Curtis do stay in New York. You think he'll let me stay with him? He said, if I tell the nigga they gonna let you stay with him, he gonna let you stay with him. You got to give him some money though. So he called him, and he had told him that I'm coming to stay with him. He said, I give him 6 months. So I moved to New York at August 6th, 09, and I get there. I hit up Rob Stapleton. I hit up Capone, calling all calls. Everybody that I done met at Uptown Comedy Corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That came down here. Corey Holcomb. I used to make shirts for Corey Holcomb. All his merchandise and stuff, that was me.
Mm.
Me and Miss Pat used to make his shirts for him.
Wow.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so when I got up there, I hit Rip Michaels, all that. So I was working regularly every night, all night. I had a friend that stayed there named Ali. He lived out here. He had started the Still Real comedy show. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he lived in New York at the time. We went to high school together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he remembered me from 9th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
That brief time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we up there, I'm up there with him, and he edits and all that other stuff, and then he introduced me to this dude named Chris Alvarez, and Chris Alvarez had this office at this school. I forget where it was. I forget what the school was and whatnot. And that we had put together a plan to shoot some skits and stuff. And we shot a skit with me interviewing Michael Vick and whatnot. It was like a mock interview, and it went viral. And one of the sites that picked it up was thisis50.com. And so I was like, this is how I can meet 50. And so I would shoot more of these skits and stuff, and for like 4 months. So This Is 50, World Star, Vlad TV, all hip hop. Every top hip hop site in the world was picking up my shit. You know what I'm saying? I was going viral every week. 4 months later, top of the year, January, 50 Cent reached out to me. Vlad TV reached out to me. World Star Hip Hopper reached out to me about being personalities on their platform. I went with 50 because that's who I came to meet.
Wow.
Ain't that something?
Wow.
Get to the office. I'm starstruck. Can't believe like this shit really happened for real.
Wow.
And mind you, you can't really write it. It's all God. It's manifested and whatnot. I'm talking to him. He's telling me like a whole bunch of about 30 years of knowledge in about 20 minutes and telling me that I got the This Is 50 comedy lane over here if I want it. And I took it, and the rest was history.
Wow. Wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It happened just like that.
Just like that.
When I tell the story and when I think about it, it sounds like I'm lying. I even think I'm lying. I think I'm lying. But it happened. It really happened just like that. It wasn't no real big obstacles. It just happened like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now how was it like?
Overnight, everybody started, when I got on This Is 50, everybody started treating me different, I tell you that. Oh, from Atlanta to New York, I had some of the kings up there get goddamn kissing the ring. Yeah. Yeah, it was, I was a instant celebrity. Instant. That's fact. Instant. I was the Casanat of my time back then. Yes.
That's a good analogy.
Yes. Yeah. They even have documentaries that say I was too. So at first I wouldn't normally say that, but now that I see his documentaries that label me that as when in classic footage and interviews and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, I guess I was. I don't give myself enough credit. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
It really happened.
So, I mean, let's just think about this, though. How was it for this young guy, Jack, who Albany, Decatur, dropping out of school, all this, getting booed left and right, and now you're in here in New York interviewing some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Like, tell us about that experience for you, though.
Bro, Angelo, it was completely surreal. I don't get a chance to use that word enough. From LL Cool J to Bobby Brown, and all these people that knew me from these interviews, and then that platform got me on Wild 'N Out. You know what I'm saying? Along with some help from Corey Holcomb, got me on Wild 'N Out, man, and just everybody that I had grown up on, they were my fans now. It was not. I started dating celebrity chicks and all kind of things. Just everything that happened in my dreams was coming true. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it sounds like I'm lying, but it happened.
It happened.
Yeah, it really happened.
Booed up with a very famous singer at Uptown.
Yes, I couldn't believe. And I tongue kissed her in front of her. They didn't believe she was with me. They didn't believe she was with me.
I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Well, she really was.
She was really with me. Hey, when I lived here, I used to see her in the grocery store all the time.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And I would watch her music videos and whatnot. And, I would fantasize about, and I would jack off to this lady. And never in a million years would I ever think that she'll be touching my ding-a-ling when I grow up. God is good, man. But you got to put him first. Gospel sex symbol. Let's go. You got to trust him.
You got to trust him.
You got to trust him, man. Keep on living. That's what I'm going to tell you. Keep on living, man. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. You hear me? Come on. He said if I take the first step.
Boy. So.
And I know he watches over me. You hear me?
So that platform really took you to the
I was
star.
50 Cent friend.
Yeah, you a 50 Cent friend.
I was friends with 50 Cent. And that's all everybody needed to know.
That's crazy.
And it was on.
Yeah. It
was on. Hey, it's this really famous football player. I could have been his stepdaddy. I want to tell you what team he played for right now. Could have been his stepdaddy, man. He got one of the highest selling jerseys. Never mind. You wouldn't believe me, but it happened.
Hey man, you was on top of the world. Ain't no question.
Ain't
no question.
Keep on living. If God did it for me, He can do it for you.
Absolutely.
One eye. You got two eyes. What's your excuse?
How about that?
Come on, now.
How about that?
Amen.
So now, from that platform, what's next? What happened after?
What's next? Right after that, I started. Okay, I think let me. I don't want to miss nothing. Oh, right after that, the pandemic happens.
Okay,
and I get what this brand called Stone Pizza. It's weed pizza, and I started flying, delivering weed pizza on private jets to celebrities. Yes, and y'all go check out Stone Pizza and whatnot. If you get ever in New York. It's some of the best pizza you ever have in your life.
Wow.
After that, the same year, 2020, I need a podcast. Everybody's getting a podcast. I had been on Drink Champs, I think one time before that, and that's back in 2016 when the 2 Chainz threatened to kill me and all this other stuff. We cool now.
I'm glad y'all cool now.
Me too. Praise God.
Yeah.
Praise God. I couldn't believe that. But I really thank him for that beef right there. Like, I won't beef with nobody, nobody under that. You got to be on 2 Chainz level to beef with me.
To beef with you?
Yeah. So all you niggas that don't like me, keep it to yourself. I ain't going to respond to you. I got to beefing with 2 Chainz and Busta Rhymes. If you ain't on that level, it's not going to happen for you and me. Yeah.
How about that?
And yeah. That's where I'm at with. You got to be on a certain level because remember, it ain't about how many fights you had. Right. It's about who you fought. Who did you fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get wins for someone. Somebody ain't no win for that.
It don't count.
It don't count.
It's the preseason of football.
That's right.
Yeah. So after that, I'm looking for a podcast and whatnot. Man, I hit everybody up. I'm back home. Matter of fact, I'll reconnect with Angelo. Me, him, and Nard in the back room with Baller. We just talking, reminiscing on some stuff like that. And then I was here to have a meeting with Carlos them over at 85 South. And they told me to come on home. And I moved back the next month in 2021, and got with 85 and started. They gave me my own show called New Jackthriller City, and then after that, I hosted Versus with Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton. Man, once again, I can't believe this happened. It sounds like I'm lying, but it really happened. You can Google it. If you don't, you can go. I hosted Versus. I was the second comedian after Steve Harvey, the guy that I hadn't seen on the Kings of Comedy 20-some years before. And I'm hosting Versus, in 2022 with Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child. After that, Wildin' Out. Hold on, time out. I'm skipping over. Wildin' Out had called me back before that.
Okay.
But they called me back. So I get back on Wildin' Out. We win an Emmy for doing a TV show during COVID. I did like 6 or 7 more seasons with Wildin' Out. And then what happens after that? 85 Versus Wildin' Out and something else. I did Drink Champs about 3 more times, one with Marlon Wayans, one with Jadakiss, and one with Silk the Shocker. And now I'm back on Drink Champs.
Talk about that.
I'm the reoccurring third chair on Drink Champs. Once a month, man. You're going to see me on there with my dog Noriega and DJ EFN. It's bittersweet. I have been talking about it for a year now. It's finally happened. We here, and it's all the way up. And so you gonna see Drink Champ Comedy Jam in coming soon next year, 2026. I got this other concept that I'm working out with 85 and whatnot that I'm trying to find a home for in Atlanta. I was telling Angelo about it. He don't want me to go to these other places, but we got to see what's fixing to happen, man.
That's right.
Because I'm trying to get Angelo. Yeah, he always talking about doing a comedy club and whatnot. I'm trying to get him to invest in me, and we go get somebody to like Shaq to reopen Uptown with us.
How about that?
Yeah. Somebody, yeah, like that. Let's go bigger, Angelo. Come on, man. You got all that money,
He did it
man.
for you.
And he gonna keep on doing it for me.
He gonna keep on doing it.
He gonna do it. He gonna keep on doing it for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, come on, Angelo. Let's go on here and make a deal, man.
Yeah.
You ain't never blew up a comedian. It's only one more thing to do, Angelo.
That's it.
It's only one more thing to do, man. Let's get it. We need to talk to your wife, man. Let's get inside that bank account, bro. I got the perfect concept, man. Can't we talk?
Yeah.
Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, Tevin Campbell
For a minute.
style. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, so Jack, you've done so much as we've just discussed.
Yeah. I'm 43 years old. Yeah.
So what is it on Jack's to-do list that he still
Great question. I want to do comedy albums.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got some amazing R&B comedy stuff that I'm working on.
Okay.
That I'm trying to get Angelo to, come on in. Let's take things to another level and whatnot. And I got some pretty dope people involved that's on a project like Drew Hill. People that I'm about to work with, Jagged Edge, Life Jennings, RL. Just fixing to take comedy to a whole nother level. And, you know what I'm saying, that's eventually how I'm going to do my Netflix special with it. I want to say this, and mark my words, 2027, when I turn 45, you're going to see your dog having a, you know what I'm saying, that I don't even want to tell you what the name is, but it's going to be some super fly. And I'm manifesting that. And you heard it right here on the Angelo Show. Yeah.
It is. I like it. Uptown exclusive.
Yes, yeah. And like I said, by that time, Angelo, I don't know who gonna be our partner opening up Uptown.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, I would like to go for Shaq. It might be Nick Cannon. We gonna figure it out though.
Hey, I trust you, brother. We're gonna figure it out.
Let's figure it out.
I like your manifestations.
Yeah. They come true.
They come true.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Yeah, man. I'm trying, like I said, I'm not trying. I'm going to be the Ray Charles of comedy, the Stevie Wonder of comedy. That's something me and Nori was talking about and everything. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna get the music to match up and all that other stuff, and just the whole vibe of it. Hey, man, like I said, I've been getting my image together. I've lost over 100 pounds and stuff, and yeah, man, I'm focused, man. I'm focused.
I like it.
I feel sexy. I'm ready to take it to another level.
I like it.
Yeah,
dig. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jack, I would like to end this off of a top 5.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So, something I think might be interesting for you.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 music videos of all time.
Number 1, Thriller.
Okay.
Number 2, Must Be the Money by Deion Sanders. Number 3, 50 Cent in the Club.
Okay.
Number 4, LL Cool J, I'm the Type of Guy.
I like it.
Number 5, Parents Just Don't Understand. Will Smith.
I like it. I like it.
You like that?
I like it.
That's pretty colorful.
Deion Sanders threw me off, but I can see where you're going with it.
Yeah. Hey, I said it back in 2013, man, on the GGN with Snoop Dogg. Also, yeah, this whole Prime hair came back.
How about that?
Yeah.
So throughout, real quick, you and 50, y'all good now, right?
Yeah, we good now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we good now. We didn't talk for a minute, but we straight now.
Okay.
Yeah, we made it back.
Glad to hear that.
We made it back. He was gonna kill me if we didn't. So
yeah.
No matter where I had it going on, did that. And nigga, I was just playing, boy. Can we start over? Hi, my name is Jack. Love you, boy. Yeah.
Jack, man, I appreciate your time, brother. Man, trying to get you down to sit down at Uptown, man. You've done what you always do, man. You had us laughing, having a good story, man. Hey, man, your storytelling is absolutely phenomenal, brother.
You think so?
I do,
You
man.
think I got a future in this shit?
I believe you got a future in this, Jack.
Okay. I got some untold stories I ain't never told before that I'm really excited about.
Hey, man, listen.
Yeah.
You got. There's no way telling what you got because I watch you with Nav Green on his podcast, man. Always fun. Of course, 85 South, man. So, and you do your thing and wilding out, man. It gotta be a dope experience, man. So we're really happy for you. Really proud of you, brother.
Thank you, Angelo.
Absolutely, my man.
Sure appreciate that.
Absolutely. Hey, man, this has been the Sit Down at Uptown, my man, Jack Thriller. We out.